August 27th, 2023, I started boxing. A friend and I were very interested, so we said, screw it, let's go sign up. Immediate, and I mean immediate addiction. I very quickly realized that I was going to go all in on this, and I knew that to do that, sacrifices were going to have to be made. At that time, I was toying around with quitting smoking. I'd hit a vape, I'd smoke a cigarette. At the same time, I was drinking pretty consistently. It kind of went hand in hand. And at the same time, I was like, okay, I got to cut back here. I need to cut back here. I need to stop doing this bad habit because I know that this is bad. But with boxing, you don't get to do any of that shit. At least not if you want to get anywhere with it. If you want to compete or if you want to climb the ranks a little bit, you have no time to waste on those sort of activities. So they went out the window, and they went out the window with ease. It wasn't too difficult to drop those. What I wasn't going to anticipate was all the other drastic life changes that boxing would have me making. And that's why I'm doing this, what I'm going to call my love letter to boxing. Boxing is a sport that exercises a man's discipline in and out of the ring. Sure, when you're at practice, get your rounds, put in the good work. Try to be the fastest, try to be the strongest, try to be the most agile. Always keep pushing and striving for more. But out of the ring is where it gets you. It's like a good woman. It'll have you changing your bad habits quick as shit just to keep them around. You'll start thinking about the food that you're eating, and you'll start asking yourself, well, how is this going to affect my training? You're going to lay down at night and you're finally going to be able to put your phone down instead of sitting there and scrolling because you know that what you do at night affects your performance the next day. You'll be in your head at work thinking about training, thinking about, okay, this is what I'm going to do differently next time in sparring to get better, or this is what I want to do in the ring so that I can get that win. Your mind's going to be constantly just rotating with boxing thoughts. You'll start doing your road work more seriously, and you'll beat your previous times because you know that your road work directly relates to your stamina, which directly relates to your performance. Again, or a big one, you'll just start shadow boxing randomly. It doesn't matter where you're at, what you're doing, you'll just be shadow boxing because this shit's gonna be constantly on your mind. You'll start asking yourself, okay, how do I get better? How do I learn more? How do I improve? What do I have to do to keep moving up? And once you hit that part of your boxing training, that's when you're locked in. And that is a very special place to be. This is a place where you'll see every decision in life as, how will this affect my boxing? And it will either hinder you or it'll help you. If it's going to help you, do it. Go head in on it. Do it to the best of your ability and get better. If it's going to hinder you, simple answer. Nope, I don't want it. Get it out of here. I don't even want to look at it. Because you got to understand, the thing with discipline is there's going to be things that you want to do that you're like, nope, I need to keep my focus right here. And then with discipline, there's going to be things that you don't want to do. You're going to be like, man, I don't want to go for this run today. I don't want to push myself to the point that I feel like I'm going to throw up. But you do it anyways. That's the beautiful thing about discipline, and boxing makes that discipline easier. Maybe it's because you got your eye on the prize, or you got a target in mind, and you got a roadmap to move forward with. And some people need that. Some people need that goal, that trophy out in the distance so they can keep chasing it and keep moving on. And without it, they get led astray, and they go here, they go there, and they get pulled into bad habits. And it's kind of a given, right? Like, if you want to get better at boxing, then there's going to be things that you're going to have to give up. There's new habits that you're going to have to start forming, good habits, and there's new growth that you're going to have to do. All of that made sense. Well, where boxing surprised me, and I'm going to do my best to put it into words, a lot of people like to say that boxing is my therapy. But that is so true, especially for me, because boxing keeps me grounded. For me, man, my mind is constantly racing, Life gets crazy, dreams get cut short, you got bills that are due, you got expectations that you need to meet. Maybe you got schoolwork that needs done, or you need to pull extra at work so you can just put food on the table. I mean, life just gets chaotic and hectic, and my mind's constantly next thing. But when you're in that ring, there's nowhere else to be. Nothing else to think about except that opponent that is directly in front of you. The minute that bell tolls, you're forced to be right there, be in the moment. Even within the second, Because for those 3 minutes, the only thing you have to deal with is the task that is at hand, the task that is right in front of you, the opponent that is across the ring, only a couple steps away, that wants to do harm to you. And everything else of the world just gets quiet. It's like a chaotic peace that you can only understand if you've been there. And I think a lot of people can relate to that, and that's what this video is for. It's for those people that get it, that say boxing is my therapy, say that boxing saved me, that boxing made me a better person. Because I know it did me. It changed so many aspects of my life, and I'm so happy for that. In the strangest way, it has made me a better person. It's made me a better husband. It's made me look at life differently and think about my experiences differently. And what do I want to be doing with my time? Right now, I want to train my ass off. I want to find a fight, and I want to go out there and win. And that's it, guys. There's no training technique today. There's no kit. There's no specific way to get better. It's just me coming out with this love letter to boxing saying thank you to the sport. I'm a huge fan. I'm going to continue to be a huge fan. I'm going to continue to learn, and I want to continue to educate people about the sport of boxing. Maybe some of you don't box, but you're a fan of the channel for this reason or another. Well, I want you to understand that boxing is a science, right? It's that sweet science, that's what people call it. And it really is, and there's so much that goes into it that a lot of people don't understand. So Punch Club is staying around. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to keep putting out these videos, and I hope you guys like them. If you have any video ideas, put them in the comments below. I'd be happy to start tackling them. As of for this video, that's it. I'm just here to tell you how boxing made me better. As always, thanks for tuning in to Punch Club.